When my 7-year-old daughter first told me about her imaginary friend, I smiled and nodded. It was cute, harmless, or so I thought. But when she began describing events from my past, things no one should know, especially not her, I realized something was deeply wrong. And what I discovered in her diary, it still haunts me to this day. If you're into real, spine-chilling true stories, hit that subscribe button now. You won't want to miss what's coming. We had just moved into an older farmhouse outside Asheville, North Carolina. It was peaceful, quiet, the kind of place you dream of raising your kids. Anna, my daughter, was thrilled. She loved her new room. But on the third night, she told me she had a new friend. Her name is Elsie, she said, beaming. I asked if Elsie was someone from school. No, Daddy, she said. She lives in the wall. I laughed it off. Kids say weird things. But that night, I heard talking through the baby monitor. I assumed it was Anna playing, but it sounded like a conversation. Two distinct voices. One night, Anna asked me about my brother, Caleb. The thing is, Caleb died when I was 10. I never told Anna about him. She said, Elsie told me you locked Caleb in the basement. That wasn't nice. My heart dropped. Caleb had a tragic accident in our childhood home. He had fallen down the basement stairs. It was never spoken of. I never even told my wife. I pulled her close and asked where she heard that. She just smiled and said, Elsie knows everything. If your child ever had an imaginary friend with creepy details, share your story in the comments. I read every one. The next morning, I searched her room. I wasn't proud, but I had to understand what was going on. Under her pillow was a red notebook. On the cover, scribbled in crayon, Elsie's Secrets. Inside were drawings, disturbing ones, stick figures of a little girl and a tall woman with hollow eyes. And the woman was whispering into Anna's ear. There were descriptions of things Anna should never know. My parents' divorce and the shouting matches. My car accident in college. The real reason we moved from our last town. The scariest page said, he lied about the fire. Ask him about it. When I was 17, my friend Jonah and I accidentally started a small fire in the woods. It was summer, dry, dangerous. We swore to never speak of it, and no one was ever caught. Anna drew the fire perfectly. Same clearing, same symbol we carved on the trees, and a quote underneath it. He left me there. That's why I'm still here. I started having nightmares. I woke up at 2:37 a.m. each night to hear giggles in the hallway. And when I'd check on Anna, she'd be asleep, but the red notebook would be open. One night, Anna stood by the basement door. Elsie wants you to go down, she whispered. I hadn't opened that basement since we moved in. I didn't like how it smelled, moldy, cold, wrong. I opened it, flashlight in hand. It was empty until I saw the writing on the wall. Scratched in were the words, "Why did you forget me?" over and over, in a child's handwriting. I dug through county records. The house belonged to the Weatherby family in the 60s. Their youngest daughter, Elsie Weatherby, died in a fire. She was 7. Her parents claimed she talked to walls. I visited the cemetery. Her tombstone was cracked. I left flowers. That night, Anna didn't speak a word in her sleep. The notebook, it was gone. She never mentioned Elsie again. Anna's 8 now, happy, healthy, But sometimes I catch her staring at the basement door, just for a second, then it's gone. I still think about that diary, and I wonder if Anna was just a vessel, a messenger. Because what scares me most isn't that Elsie knew my secrets, it's that she forgave me. If you've ever experienced anything like this, drop your story in the comments. Let's talk about it. Subscribe for more real Storytime horrors. You won't believe what's coming next. Like this video if it gave you chills. And share it with someone who thinks imaginary friends are harmless.